welcome to Fair Food Friday. I'm the penguin.
And I'm the chef, and that's Pooty Doo.
Gotta have Pooty Doo
Yeah,
too.
you see, he wanted up here, so he's on his little bar stool. I got him.
He's becoming a staple.
Yeah. The other day, we went over to the Martinsville, Illinois County Ag Fair, and we stopped and got a little bit of fair food. And it's that time of year. Everybody likes to get out and go to them festivals and fairs and grab all the good stuff. So we're going to show you how to make some of your favorites at home. So this is going to be part of our Fair Food Edition. We also got a Summer Food Edition coming up. It's got some summer food that's great for when it's hot outside and you really need something. But today we're making Mexican street corn 2 ways. We're going to do some of it the old traditional way, boiling it in a pot. That's the way we used to do it. And when we got an air fryer, we figured out you could do it in the air fryer and it works out real good too. And then other people, of course, we did it outside a few times on the grill, but that's a little more complicated if you cook it on your grill. So anyway, we're doing it 2 ways. We're doing it in the pot, we're doing it in the air fryer, we're going to do it on the cob, and we're going to show you how to do it. If you just have a can of corn, and you don't have cob corn, but you still would like some, we're going to show you how to do it that way too. So we'll be right back, and we'll show you how to make that up. Okay, we're going to show you what you need here, and then we'll get started. We have corn on the cob is what we're starting with here. We got 33 cents in here at Walmart. A lot of stores carry it. If you don't have corn on the cob, but you'd still like to have this, you can use just a can of corn. I recommend you get the Mexican corn blend. It's got a little bit of peppers and stuff in it with the red and green, but you can use whatever you like. We have whipped dressing. It's traditionally done with mayo, but we like it better with whipped dressing. We got cojita cheese. You really got to have the cojita. You can use mozzarella cheese if you like.
You want to use Parmesan cheese if you don't have cojita cheese.
Yeah, or mozzarella, but that tastes the best. In the back there, you see we got our sugar. We got a little bit of sugar. Of course, we got a pot filled with water. We got sour cream. You're going to mix that with your mayo or whipped dressing. Of course, you know us. We like our Sazón flavoring. So we got Sazón, we got salt, we got butter, we got pepper, we got Tajin. And Tajin is lime and chipotle. Is that what's in Tajin?
It's like a little lime chili, yeah.
And we have our chili powder. And I have some fresh cilantro. I just trimmed off our cilantro. She'll insert a picture of our cilantro plant right here.
His cilantro plant is done really, really well.
And our air fryer standing over there, and the rest of the stuff we need. Over to the side, I don't know if you can see them, but we have our sticks ready because we're going to put ours on sticks like you do at the carnival. The carnivals do when you buy them.
We've got our carnival napkins.
Yeah.
And we've got our corn holders.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here sucking down the leftover lemon shake-up that I turned into an orange shake-up here at home, but you can see the cup. It says, we squeezed to please.
Squeeze to please.
So we'll be right back, and she'll shuck the corn and show you the easy way to shuck it.
Okay, guys, it's me, Penguin, and I don't know what Chef really considers it being easy or not, but this is how I always shuck the corn because, you know, we always hate these little fine hairs. So what I do is I just come through and I part it with my fingers just like I'm parting hair on somebody's head. And I just grab those hairs, grab the husk, and pull. This is how I do it. So that way you don't have a lot of hairs left over when you get your corn done. So
that's what I mean by being the easy way. Someone else is doing it.
Yeah. I just pull it all down, and when I get to the bottom, I just snap it, throw off my excess, and then you're left with very few hairs, as you can see. So then I just go through and I pick off the few hairs that's there, which isn't much, and stick it in my bowl over here.
When I do it on the grill, we peel it down, but we leave some of the husk on it. That way I can cook it within the husk, and then I peel the husk off after before we get ready to put everything else.
You can do that. I mean, it's best to do that if you're going to do it on the grill. But since we're making it easy. It's so hot outside right now. Who wants to be outside foo-fooing with the grill? You know what I mean?
While she's sitting there shucking the corn, here in the background I have the butter. I'm going to cut a chunk of this butter off, say about, I think I did about 3 tablespoons worth.
Yeah.
I'm putting 3 tablespoons worth down in our pot of water. And I'm going to get a nice big tablespoon of sugar. We're going to add that to our water. And go ahead. I won't be in your way. Go ahead.
No, you're not in my way. I'm just...
I like flavor.
I already showed him once, but anyway, like I said, I part it like you're parting somebody's hair. And I just grab and separate it. Get all those hairs in my fingers and just pull down. That's what I do. Because I don't like fussing with those hairs if I don't have to. Go ahead, Chef.
Yeah. I got the Tajin here, as you can see. I'm just going to sprinkle just, 5 or 6 good sprinkles down in the pot. And I've got our Sazón Goya. I'm going to tear the corner of that package open. And I'm going to put maybe half a teaspoon down in the water. And we're going to take that water over to the stove and get it turned on to medium so it comes to a low boil. And then it'll be ready for us to put the ones we're going to cook in the pot on. She is better at doing the corn than I am, though, because like I said, I've tried to shuck it myself, and I
used to shuck it with my grandma all the time. You just get very few hairs when you do it that way. Nobody likes to take a bite of a piece of corn and then you get one of these little silks stuck between your teeth. Even though I always say with my teeth, I look like I could eat corn through a picket fence. That's what I always say. Anyway, I'm going to finish shucking these guys, and when I'm done, we'll be back.
Okay, first we're going to do our air fryer ones. We'll take your corn here, and
we have 2 different kinds. We have the Indiana bicollared corn, which is a little bit sweeter. The tricollared is the best, but it's too early for the tricollared crop. And then we have just the regular standard out of Walmart sweet corn.
Okay, I'm going to put the 2 bicolored ones in the air fryer. We were going to use our new Ninja we got, the 6.5 quart, but it isn't quite big enough to lay an ear of corn in completely straight. So we're using our regular, I can't remember what it is, what brand it is now, Power XL or whatever.
It's a Power XL from QVC or
like
HSN or something.
It's like a 9 quart, so they fit really good. This is what we've used before.
We've had it for years.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and melt your butter in your container, which we got to do for later anyway, or do it the easy way, which is like Chef does. I got the butter flavored spray. So we're just going to spray some butter spray on there. Get it all over real good. Put our other ear in there with it. There we go. And you want to keep them separated. And we're going to take these 2 ears and we're going to put them in our air fryer at 400 degrees for 14 to 15 minutes. And about halfway through, about at the 7-8 minute mark, you're going to want to rotate them over. Even though it's supposed to cook all around, you're going to want to rotate them over. That way you get better, even cooking on them. So I'm going to go get these started. We're still waiting on our pot. It hasn't quite got hot yet. And we'll come back and I'll put the other 3 in. Okay, while we're waiting on our water to heat up, I got about 3 tablespoons or so. Maybe it's a little bit more. Always like to have extra. Butter. We're going to put that in a container. And we're going to put that in the microwave and melt that. And then when we come back, she's going to mix the sour cream and the Miracle Whip together for you.
We'll be right back, guys. Okay, while we're waiting on everything else, I'm sitting behind the camera. We're just going to take some of our Miracle Whip. And again, like Chef said, you can use mayonnaise if you want to stick with more traditional, but we like a little extra zing. Sometimes if you like a variation, you can even, I'm going to be adding a little bit of flavor to this, but you can also add a little bit of barbecue sauce if you want. If you like barbecued corn.
My favorite is smoked corn.
Yeah, you can do smoked paprika. So we're going to do about 3/4 cup of our salad dressing right here. Get my mess cleaned up behind the camera.
I put smoked paprika on the corn with some salt and pepper, and then I take it out on the grill and smoke it while it's still got a little bit of the husk left on it, man. It's got a good flavor.
Then we're going to stir up our sour cream here. And I'm going to do probably about 1/4 cup of sour cream to this mixture.
Okay, our water has finally come to a boil now. Remember, I put 2 big tablespoons of sugar in it. I put, I don't know, about 3 tablespoons of butter in it. And I sprinkled in some Sazón and some Tajin. That's what we're getting ready to stick these 3 down in.
And I'm just mixing up my salad dressing and sour cream. This is going to give that corn some awesome flavor, you guys. This is awesome to serve if you're having a cookout. You can work on this inside the house while everything else is going on the grill.
I put the lid on that. I like letting it boil with the lid on it. That way it seals a little bit of that flavor onto the corn.
Excuse me, guys. Got a frog in my throat. Excuse me. Excuse me, as they say. Excuse me. Okay, we've got that mixed up now. If I can find all my goodies here. I'm going to grab me some Tajin. And if you guys haven't tried this, I would recommend. There is a pesky fly in here that's driving me nuts. It's that time of year, guys. Every time you open up the door, the sliding glass doors, one of them little pesky boogers get in here.
And I was potting more plants today, so I was going in and out.
Time to grab the fly swatter. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm going to sprinkle me some Tajin in here. Going to put in a good tablespoon of Tajin. And I'm going to put in just a dash of chili powder in here. And we're going to give this a mix. Anything you want to add into this to give it more flavor is good, but usually I just do the Tajin and a little bit of chili powder. Gonna mix this all around.
Like we always say in all our videos, guys, try it our way once, and then take away or add to whatever you guys like the best.
Make it your own.
That's right, make it your own.
Now you can put some chopped up cilantro in it if you want it right now, but to me, I like to put the cilantro on the outside. Because for one, it gives it some decorative color when you're serving it up. But, you know, cilantro sometimes can be overpowering and you don't want to do too much. So I'm going to not put it in this, and I'm going to save it for the coloring on the outside.
And our cilantro is very strong that I've been growing up. We can tell that. If we had smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell it.
This is some amazing. Look at the green color on that cilantro Chef grew. It is absolutely amazing.
You'll see in the picture she showed you earlier, or now, or both. It's getting so tall it's already going to seed, so I'm not only getting cilantro off of it, I'm going to get coriander seeds off of it, if you didn't know that.
So I'm going to, as I always say, taste everything you do to make sure that it's okay. So I'm just going to taste a little of this. And that tastes perfect. It's got that little tang from the salad dressing. It's got the little zip from the sour cream, and you got that lime zing in there. Everything that you would want in that. So that's perfect.
Okay, well, while we're waiting on both the corns, the butter's already melted in the microwave. I'm going to dice up our cilantro real fine here on the cutting board, which is why we had the cutting board out in the first place.
Here's the knife, Chef. Yeah, he washed it up real good.
Yeah. Got some more blueberries today off of the thing. I got that whole container full, plus I put a few in some mixed fruit we made last night. Hoping I get about another one of them containers full off of it, and then get another batch before fall hits. Like I said, I just have the two blueberry plants, but they're producing quite a bit. If I had more room, of course, I'd probably grow a couple more.
He's got blueberries and raspberries and...
Yeah. Strawberries, but I don't think we're going to get any strawberries off the plants yet. It's here a little early.
Probably not this year. It's a little early.
A lot of peaches. Whether they're going to be edible yet or not, I don't know. There's one apple growing, I see, and one or two apples, and we got one pear that came on one of our pear trees. But I only planted them last year, so it's still a little bit early.
I think that looks pretty good.
Chopped up fine enough, is it?
You can smell it, boy. Woo! You can smell that cilantro.
Yeah, it's very potent.
It smells really, really good. But if you don't like cilantro, certainly don't add it. If you just want to add something for some greenery, like I do, just to make it a little bit more festive, you can always do parsley.
Yeah.
You can even do a little bit of the greens from green onion. That'll work. just to give it a little extra color.
And like I said, there's many variations on this. You can add chipotle to it if you like chipotle flavor. Fajita seasoning if you like fajita seasoning.
And like I said, you can add some barbecue sauce into this too if you like the barbecue flavor. Some Sweet Baby Ray's is really good in this because we've done that also. So.
Yep, there's the cilantro ready.
Okay.
Clean up my mess here. All we got left to do is wait on the corn, get it out, and we can assemble it and show you how to do that. And we'll do one in a container for you for like if you're using a can of corn.
We'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, we got our melted butter here that Chef melted in the microwave. And like he told you, he put some of our Sazón into our boiling water. And we're also going to add a little bit of Sazón to our butter right here. And like I've told you guys before, this is unsalted butter. And the Sazón Goya is not salty. But it does add some nice color and some nice flavor. So we're going to sprinkle some of this in our butter. Stir it around and let it get dissolved into our butter. That's going to make a pretty color on our corn right there.
And nothing can beat fair food. I don't know if it's because your mind goes back to when you were young and went to the fair, or just all the different things they have at fairs.
Because normally you only get fair food certain times of the year.
Corn dogs, and ribbon fries, and egg rolls.
But one thing we can tell you is it's a lot cheaper making it at home.
Oh yeah, and you can make it better too, actually.
What we're doing here at home
and healthier
is about the same amount. What we spent on these ingredients is what you'd pay for about 1 ear of Mexican street corn at the festival.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like $6 or $7. So it's a little, some places it's even higher than that.
Yeah. I know the other night when we were over there, I didn't buy one, but they had regular sized corn dogs and foot long. The regular corn dog was $5, and a foot long, which wasn't really a foot long, they looked like they were like 9 or 10 inches. They were $7 a piece.
Not worth it.
No.
When you can do them at home, a lot cheaper than that.
That's right.
All right, we're just waiting on the corn. As soon as it's done, guys, we'll bring you back.
Okay, guys, our boiled corn's down to about 3 minutes. You can see how reddish looking that water is. I just took the lid off to show you, but I've had the lid on it the whole time vented. That way some of that flavor that I put in there with the sugar and the butter and everything's sticking to the corn. We'll be right back. I think the air fryer one's done now too. Shadows.
Okay, guys, here's our 2 pieces of the air fryer corn. Now, if you want to char them more than that, you can.
Yeah, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But for this recipe, to show you guys, we're going to leave them the way they are.
You know, we like them lightly charred. If you want them charred more than this, then leave them in your air fryer for about 5 more minutes. But you don't want to leave it in too long because you don't want your corn to get all dry.
The ones you cook on the grill, they get a little more charred to them naturally from cooking inside the husk and being over wood or charcoal or gas.
But the ends are a lot more charred too, but we'll be back. Okay, guys, our corn is all done. As you can see, I've went ahead and put our sticks in. After all, they are street food, and you want to be able to walk and eat.
Yeah, if you guys don't have sticks, it's okay, though.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You
especially
got corn cob holders, you can use them or nothing at all with just your fingers.
Especially since you're at home. We just try to make it a little bit more street-like. And this is the piece I snipped off because, the skewers are a little long.
Yeah, they're bamboo skewers we use like you use for...
But you want to make sure that you use a good hefty bamboo skewer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take... I've got my brush right here, and I'm trying to do it from behind the camera. Just mixing up my butter seasoning over here. And I'm just going to come along, and I'm just going to brush my corn. Give it a good slather of butter all around. Because, you've got to have a lot of butter when you have that corn. Want a little butter with your corn? Do you, Chef?
No.
You like a little butter with your corn?
No, but I would like some butter on my corn.
You want some butter on your corn? That Sazón just gives it a nice little extra flavor. Okay. Now, we've got that on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush here. I'm just going to shake it off a little bit.
Probably be better off with the thing because I bet you it won't stick since there's butter on it.
Oh, it'll stick. But whatever makes you happy, Chef. Okay, I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to come along and I'm just going to slather some of this Miracle Whip, well, salad dressing, sour cream. Gonna slather that all over our corn.
That stuff's so good.
Very, very good. When you bite into the corn and you get the sweetness of the corn with all of the flavors that you're adding onto here. Yes, yes, yes. This is delicious right here. Gonna spin it around and cover it all. Just like so. If you've got people in the kitchen helping you, that's always nice. It's always nice to have a little extra help.
Anytime you make these, if you're making any other Mexican food, it goes great with about any other Mexican food. Tacos or fajita pasta like you made the other night.
Yeah, fajita pasta. Okay, now we have this on here. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go along with a little bit of salt because our butter is unsalted. So we're just going to salt this up a little bit.
Surprise your family. Follow our recipe and make these, and they'll believe you stopped at a fair somewhere and brought them home for them.
We're doing a little bit of pepper. Just a little. You don't have to do salt or pepper if you don't want. All right. Now, I'm going to do a little Tajin. Yes, ma'am. Got to have a little Tajin on there. Even though we've got it in the sour cream, we always want just a little extra. You can also add a little chili powder if you want. So we're just going to dust a little on here. Not too much, just a little all around. And we're going to come with the best part. This is our cojita cheese. You're just going to come and you're just going to sprinkle that cojita cheese all over that corn. You want to do it generously because, well, everybody likes cheese, right? So we're just going to sprinkle this all around. Make sure it's good and covered. We're going to take some of the chef's good cilantro. And we're just going to sprinkle some cilantro on there. If you don't like cilantro, you don't have to do cilantro. It's totally up to you. Okay. That's one. Right here, this is one tasty ear of Mexican street corn right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do another one for you guys on camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we took one of these little napkins and we put a hole in the center and we slid it right up over the stick. Bring it down a little so they can see it. That way, when you're eating it, you've got something that's catching all of that goodness that's coming off of your corn.
Right. We got the little trays here, too, that we picked up at Walmart on sale one year. So I'm going to lay our first one up here in the tray, and we'll get started on the next one.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start getting our second one worked up here. I'm not going to do all of them on camera because, well, you guys don't need to see me do every single one of them.
She gets that one done, then I'll come back and do the one in the bowl for you for people who's using canned corn or just want to slice it off the cob.
So again, we're going to do our butter. And we have this tray underneath us, as you can see, and it's picking up all that extra goodness that may have came off while we were turning the other piece. That's okay. You just go back and slather a little bit more cheese on there, whatever you need to do. We're just going to make this some very flavorful corn. And besides, this little tray right here catches all of our mess. So we don't have a big mess to pick up when we're all done. Okay, that's on. Coming back, slathering it with our sour cream and what would be mayonnaise or a salad dressing mixture. I can't wait to taste one of these. How about you, Chef?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah. We haven't had these in a good while. Like I said, it's a summertime thing.
Yeah, fair food kind of.
They had some at the fair, but again, the price you pay for it.
It was like $6 or $7 an ear. Regular sweet corn was like $4 or $5.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was $4 for just a regular ear, not all dressed up.
Yeah, we bought these for 33 cents a piece at Walmart. So.
And the cojita cheese was like around $3.
Yeah, $3 or $4 for a whole big bag.
So yeah, you can do a whole bunch of ears at home for the price you'd pay for one ear at the festival. All right, so we've got our butter on there. We've got our other mixture on there. We're going to come with our salt again. I'm going to do a little bit of salt all around. Not too much. A little bit of pepper. A little around there. And as soon as I can find there's my Tajin. Gonna do our Tajin. Oh boy. Doesn't this look good, guys? This is so good. And it's fun to make too. I like fiddling in the kitchen with stuff like this. And we're just gonna dust it with a little chili powder. Any of this that you don't want, you don't have to add.
Or if you have something else you like better, you can add it.
You can do hot sauce if you want. If you want to put dashes of hot sauce on it, you can do that. I'm just gonna use my fingers here. We're just gonna do our cojita cheese all around. Ooh. This stuff is so good, y'all. This makes some good food right here. Your family will love you for this one.
Yeah, like I said, if you make them some for dinner and they don't see you make it, you can tell you stopped at the carnival and bought them. So
yeah, I stopped at the carnival on the way home and spent $100 and bought 6 ears of corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're just going to take some cilantro and sprinkle it around on here. Roll it around. And there we go. That's our second one. Chef's going to get it put on our paper. And we'll be right back, guys.
Hey guys, this is for people who are doing it with a can of corn. Mexican style corn works great. Or you just want to slice it off the cob because it's easier to eat that way. But we got this other ear corn that we boiled.
And we're just doing one ear just to show you guys.
Just going to go down through here and slice it all off the cob. My dad used to have me do this for him. He loved fried corn and bacon grease, and he got me kind of hooked on it too. So he always had me do all the shaving of the corn.
Yes, fried corn and bacon grease is very good.
Yeah.
This corn is just, it's so sweet and it's so juicy. And that's the key, to not overboil your corn or overcook your corn.
Yeah.
You don't want to cook all the flavor out of it.
Yeah, these boiled on high for about 14 or 15 minutes with the stuff I had in them there. A little bit left on this end. We'll try to get a little bit off of there. There we go. It's all cut up. Okay, I got the corn all cut up there, so I'm going to take the spoon here that we were using in our butter. And I'm going to rake all that sweet corn out into this bowl. And we're going to take the spoon and we're going to go around. We're going to break it up a little bit more, of course. Sorry for the ting, ting, tinging. Sounds like I'm mining.
Ting, 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 walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Better not do that. Get in trouble for copyright.
I know it. Daggone it. You get in trouble for copyright and everything.
Yeah. But, as you can see, our butter's starting to set up a little bit now. I'm going to have to heat it back up for the other 2 ears of corn we got to do. But I'm going to take a little bit of that butter and that Tajin she put down in there. Put it in there. Stir it around.
It's going to be all the same flavors of the Mexican street corn, but in a bowl.
Yeah, in a bowl. That way it's a little easier for people to eat.
So your family members that may have dentures or any dental problems or anything like that, and they can't eat it off of the cob, they're still getting that same flavor.
Yeah. And we're going to take a couple good slathers of the mayonnaise sour cream mixture.
Because we don't want to leave them out.
That's right.
Everybody deserves some goodness.
Put it down in there, and we're going to mix it around good.
This is like a Mexican street corn salad.
Yeah. Still has all the same flavors, just a little lighter. Then we're going to go back and put some salt, a little pepper. Give it another good stir around. And you can eat it right out of the bowl, but if you want to put it in a clean bowl, of course you could have did it in the mixing bowl and then put it in a clean bowl, but I just do it like this. Now I take a couple good spoonfuls of our cojita cheese.
Yum, yum, yum.
Let's stir those 2 first ones in a little bit, so the corn underneath's got some cheese all stuck to it, like so. We're kind of smooth it out on top. And I'm going to add a little bit more cojita cheese. A little bit of cilantro. And be careful on that cilantro, like she said, it's really strong. A little bit of our Tajin. And a little bit of our chili powder.
And if your family member likes hot sauce, you can always give them a dollop or two of hot sauce.
That's right.
A drop or two, I should say.
There you go. Mexican corn 2 ways. There you go. It's in a bowl. Like I said, you can just start with a can of whole kernel corn if you like, or Mexican whole kernel corn.
So we're going to get this fixed up. We're going to get the other 2 ears of corn done, and then we're going to be back for a taste test. Okay, there you guys go. There is our Mexican street corn 2 ways.
Cooked
right here.
Yeah. Boiled and cooked in the air fryer, on the cob and not on the cob.
I guess it's more than 2 ways, isn't it? Boiled, air fried, on the cob, not on the cob.
So it'd be dos.
Quattro.
Quattro?
Quattro.
Dos, quattro.
Something. I don't know.
Mexican
All right.
street corn 2 ways, 2 ways. There you go.
Now, even though we've tasted it before, we know what it tastes like, but we're going to taste it for you guys.
On camera.
So here we go, Chef.
I got one of my 2 ears right here.
Bon appetit.
It's a little messy, I'll tell you though. That is fair food. You know how fair food is, so. Man, that is good.
Messy is putting it mildly. But see, the reason why you have the tissue under there, because you can walk along and you can hold it, and this is going to catch all of your drippings right there.
You get the sweet off of the corn. You get that Mexican seasoning and that cheese, that just a little bit of saltiness from the cheese. Oh man, it is so good.
But it also helps that we have family that is in the vendor business too.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna set the camera down here for just a minute because Penguin wants some. You know what? I'll try the one in the. You're eating the one on the thing. I'll try the one in the bowl.
It is delicious.
Let's get a good bite
Mexican
here.
Mexican street corn before, you definitely got to try it, guys.
Here you guys go. Cilantro, cheese, butter, sweet corn.
And even if you're afraid to do it on the cob, like I said, buy the Mexican corn at the store or the whole kernel corn and just do it that way in a bowl.
Oh my goodness.
Easy peasy. Throw it in the microwave and melt it with the butter already in it and do all the cheese and everything. Tastes just the same. There's no cob in the way.
This is really good, guys.
Oh yeah.
This is super duper delicious.
Like I said, fool your friends.
Bon appetit, Chef.
Fool your friends.
Cheers.
Tell them you went to the fair.
No. They know you didn't go to the fair because this is better than the fair.
Yeah, we put more stuff on ours than what you get at the carnivals and fairs. They're kind of cheap.
When you make it at home, you can control what's on it yourself.
I'm enjoying mine. I poured some Mountain Dew in my cup now with my lemon and stuff. So, my lemon shake-up cup.
This is good, guys.
And it goes, like I said, it can go with anything. It doesn't have to be Mexican food you fix. You could have this with hamburgers. You could have it with hot dogs. You could have it with a steak. It's just a good side all
It's just
around.
something other than your traditional corn on the cob.
Yeah, it's really good.
Spend a few extra dollars, a few extra minutes, because really, once you cook your corn, which you're going to do anyway, the rest is just doctoring it up.
Or if you're just doing it in a canned corn, like I said, it's really simple. If you want to try it in a canned way, because it works really good. Well,
okay, Chef.
That's our video for today. That's Mexican street corn 2 ways, 2 ways.
Mexican street corn 2 ways, 2 ways. There you go, guys. So we will see you in the next Fair Festival Food video.
Yeah, or a video of us at the fair.
One of the two. See you later, guys.
See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.